A square is often one of the first projects implemented in Snap. To draw a square, we simply move forward and turn 4 times, and we wind up with a square that looks like this. Now, it would be nice to have a way of putting this pen state back in the status that it originally was in before we began drawing the square. There's a reporter block that can be used to tell the status of the pen. If the pen is down, that'll register as true. On the other hand, if the pen is up, that'll register as false. So if we put the pen back down so that that's true when we begin, then we would like the pen to be in the same state when we finish. We can create a procedure to record the pen state through a variable, which in this case we've named pen status. And so if we record the pen status before we begin, we'll have a way of saving its state. This can be implemented with a procedure that has just that one line. It says save pen status, set the pen status to whatever the state of the pen might be at that moment in time. Now, in order to restore the pen to its original state, we need to check to see if the pen status is false. And if it is, we need to put the pen up. On the other hand, if it was down before we began, we don't need to do anything because it's already down while we're drawing the square. So the restore pen status procedure would then look like this. And now, by bracketing the pen procedure in this way, we can clear the screen, draw a square, and if the pen is down before we begin, it'll record that. And so then if we take a move command, then it'll leave it in the same state that it was before. On the other hand, if we start with the pen down so that that's true, then if we draw a square and then move, it will leave a line. So this works out the basic details. Now just a matter of a little bit of cleanup here. We can simply take all this and actually put it in the square procedure itself. So we're going to save the pen status and put the pen down before we start drawing the square. And then we're going to restore the pen status. And that will allow us to draw a square that always puts the turtle back in the same state that it was before we started. So if I draw a square and the pen is down, then when I move forward, it will draw a line. On the other hand, if the pen is up when I begin, so that it's like this, then when I draw the square and move 150 steps, it leaves it in the same state. And so this concept is known as state transparency. It's always a good idea to use all the parameters of the system in the same state as when you begin, after a procedure has completed its execution.